At this point, I'm pretty sure we're all addicted to Lethal Company. I know I'm playing every day with my friends, clips are dominating my TikTok and Reddit feed, and it's honestly beginning to consume me. It's all I think about. At work, Lethal Company. Pooping, Lethal Company. In the middle of a 45-car pileup, Lethal Company. By now I figured out what makes the game lethal.
Oh, someone just died?
But what I'm stuck on is the company. What does the company do? Who is the company? And what are they doing with all my junk? Lethal Company is an indie horror co-op game. The concept is simple. Collect junk, meet your quota, and don't get killed by monsters. The main draw of the game is the chaotic but terrifying gameplay. Oh my god, ooze? Oh my god, bunker spider?
It's fine, it's your friend.
Get out! Get out! But the developer has sprinkled some vague tidbits of lore throughout the game in two different ways. Entry logs written by a former crew member, Sigurd, in 1968, and in a bestiary. I'll be using both of these along with my own observations from the game to create a complete breakdown of the company. Crew members hop aboard a self-driving spaceship.
Seatbelts, everyone! Please let this be a normal
Mission. The company.
No way!
They traverse desolate moons, collect useless junk, and deposit it at a drop-off window. With a simple ring of a bell, a giant tentacle will take the junk and directly deposit your hard-earned credits into your account. The company building is a shipping hub in the middle of a giant ocean. Once you land, all you will see is water, a lit-up window, a vast concrete structure seemingly infinite in length, and shipping containers. Exploring the area further, you will notice this structure does not have an end. And if you'll follow me, I will show you. As you see, the wall will just keep going forever. Oh, I guess you just die after going far enough. There is more than just a tentacled creature that is contained within. Inside lies a giant grinder, screaming and crying voices, allegedly the civilians from a golden planet, my friend Daniel's body, and an insane amount of junk. I mean, that's what it sounds like from the other side of the wall. Okay, so maybe I don't actually know what's beyond the wall. I also might not even know what it looks like, but I'm not just making things up either. I have ears and I can use context clues. There's gotta be some type of grinder back there. Dude, do you hear that?
Hear what?
It's coming from over here. It's like a grinder.
Yeah, let me check it out.
And if you're so smart, you go stand near the wall and you tell me that's what walls sound like. Okay, so remember how I said the company building was just one big gray slab of concrete? Well, that might not actually be all it is. There's a hidden hatch that takes you under the complex. Under the complex, there lies a giant drill with 2 empty battery slots, a cut wire, and a circle on the wall saying "to the company." Someone is planning something big. They want to infiltrate the main company building, and if I ever find out where my girlfriend stores the AA batteries she swears we have, I will finally be able to find out what's inside. Now, as of right now, this currently isn't a feature in the game to actually get into the company, and I'm sure the developer's working on adding it, but right now it doesn't actually lead anywhere. I'm guessing in future updates, this will be the end game goal of Lethal Company, using apparatuses as batteries to power the drill to give us an entrance into the company building. Proving this point, there's an old trailer from over a year ago teasing the use of apparatuses to power an elevator, so this mechanic has already been used in past builds of the game. The company sends crew members to collect junk from desolate moons. The biomes may vary, but thus far they have only sent employees to moons with 2 types of structures, industrial or mansions. Speculating again, I believe these are old company facilities. The industrial complexes are old abandoned manufacturing facilities that also focus in experimentation on the monsters we see in game, while the mansions are homes of the higher ups of the company that had to be abandoned after being overrun. This is why the company sends expendable workers to these moons in place of themselves. The crew members hired for this job are sent with almost no resources. The sleeping conditions are less than ideal, some complain that their suits are ill-fitting, and if we're being honest, there definitely needs to be some hazard pay. One thing they do provide is a scanner that identifies monsters, explains how they work, and often hints at the best way to deal with them. While these are fascinating on their own, they provide little information about the world the game takes place in. However, after sifting through all 18 bestiary entries, there are 3 that raise more questions than they answer. The first monster I want to talk about is the Ghost Girl. She has some of the most unique features out of any of the monsters we encounter. She can't be scanned, has no bestiary entry, and can only be seen by 1 crew member at a time. How do you know she's hunting someone else? Well, you're sure to find out once your friends explode.
Oh. Okay, she's gone.
How was that?
There's a ghost girl. You didn't see her?
What?
See right here. Hey, girl.
Or if you were watching her on the CCTV, which brings up an interesting point. Does the ghost girl not have a bestiary entry because she can't be scanned, or because the company doesn't know she even exists? I'd argue if she can be picked up by the CCTV, other tech should be able to detect her as well, meaning the company at large is completely unaware of her presence. The next monster I'd like to discuss is the Jester. The Jester's design, like the Ghost Girl, sticks out to me compared to the other monsters in the game. A large jack-in-the-box with a pair of arms and legs protruding from the box. He looks like some type of science experiment, half organic and half inorganic, and despite having a bestiary entry, we know almost less about the Jester than we do the Ghost Girl. Here's some fun facts I've learned about the Jester. He's fast, he likes music, and he never skips leg day. The Jester has two different modes, the box mode and the pop mode. In the box mode, the Jester casually approaches a random player and copies their movements, making it difficult to put distance between it. After about 40 seconds, the Jester will pop out and begin chasing the player at insane speeds. Once popped, your only chance to survive is to exit the dungeon, since he always knows where you are, can instantly kill you, and is faster than the player. The Jester is either so rare or so lethal it's unstudyable in the field. The only entry we do have just basically says good luck and run. But that is something, which means the company does log info when it can, and the Ghost Girl doesn't have anything, which proves to me the company has no idea she exists. The third and final monster I want to talk about is the Bunker Spider. And I know what you're thinking, the Bunker Spider is a common enemy most crew members will see on their very first run. But there is one thing that stands out from the bestiary entry compared to the others. There's a date, October 6, 2497. The only other date we see in the entire game is from Sigurd's logs, and that date was 1968, which means the company has been around for at least 529 years, meaning all the information we've gotten from Sigurd, the noises, the golden planet, where the phone calls originated from, and the beast that eats only junk, those were all from over 500 years ago. How has the company even been around this long? There's no way the company has existed for this long trying to keep something contained for the greater good when it cares this much about money. The company employs everyday people to work as crew members. However, we never actually meet anybody that is directly from the company itself. The closest we ever get to talking to them is a spokesman whose voice is used for everything. The company's entry exam, the welcome to the company announcement when you start your first day, and the message you get when depositing junk at the window is all the same spokesman.
Welcome to your first day on the job. This is your very own autopilot ship.
As you have not met the profit quota, your performance has been deemed below standard. Welcome to our disciplinary process.
Sigurd, a crew member back in the early days of the company, also clocked this. After Sigurd had to report the death of a crewmate named Richard, he could tell the person on the phone sounded fake, but also did respond accordingly to certain questions. Humans are particularly good at recognizing the uncanny valley. One of Sigurd's crew members, Desmond, was able to track this phone call, which didn't come from the company building. No. It came from somewhere far across the universe. And that's because they use no. So why doesn't the company send any representatives to talk to us, ever? Well, it's obvious. They're hiding something. But what? The logs make us think the main goal of the company is to keep whatever is inside the concrete walls fed and satiated so it doesn't get out. But that doesn't make any sense. All we do is give whatever is behind the wall useless junk. Does the beast just love knickknacks so much that it's been chilling for 500 plus years? I don't think so. And before you say in the comments, it's not just junk Jeb can take, your friend's body's worth $5. Well, guess what? The $5 isn't for your body, it's for the gear that's on your body. The scanner that gives you cancer, oxygen tanks, the crappy suit, all of it's junk. They don't care about you, they only care about the junk. The company only cares about money. That's why when you leave someone behind, you're fined 20%. They didn't care about you, they just wanted your equipment back. Back in Sigurd's day, they only had a couple teams out there collecting junk. But nowadays, the company has millions of us hitting quotas. I think whatever's in the company building is eating all of this junk and turning it into some kind of waste product that's worth a lot of money. Leave it to a corporation to find a giant unknowable eldritch horror and turn it into a money printer. It's the National Park flesh pits all over again. Side note, I have a theory that Lethal Company was heavily inspired by that ARG. If you want me to dive deeper into that connection in another video, let me know in the comments below. Now that we know the lore given to us about Lethal Company so far, here's the main points I wanted to revisit before the video ends. 1. the company is sketchy and is using you to make money off of something they don't even understand. It's classic corporate greed. 2, the company doesn't know everything about monsters or even what's going on at the main company building. 3, my friend Daniel's fucking dead. 4, the company is definitely paying off intergalactic politicians to be getting away with any of this. Anyways, that's all we know about Lethal Company so far. I would love to hear some of your thoughts and theories in the game in the comments below. There's a ton to unpack in this game story-wise, and I would love to hear some of your takes on it or if I missed anything important. Anyways, hope you guys have a good shift, and don't forget to hit your quota.
No, I've got a present. I got a.
Oh, watch this. Are
great.
you ready for this sick
Someone
fucking
just died.
play?